Haven't really been on Scope much. Hi Ray, hey Danielle. Guys, I'm doing this, there's just a really funny story behind this Periscope. First of all, I haven't even been doing Periscope that much. Sorry. But I just wanted to share with you guys this video. I actually did a video just like this, an internal private video for my team in my Nerium business. What's up, Anna? And because one of my mentors, knowing that I was a makeup artist, I kind of mentioned that I had been working with this new product that we have that's really great. And he's like, hey, you should share some of those tips with everyone else on our team. And so I did, but the problem was I put it into a Facebook Live oh, good. Yvonne, I put it into a Facebook Live post into our private Facebook group. And so then all my other, anybody in the company who wanted to see it was trying to share it out to their customers or their teams, and they weren't able to. And for some reason, I couldn't get the, hey, Nicole, I couldn't get the settings on the Facebook Live to allow sharing. So I'm just redoing it right now, and I'm actually going to upload this one to YouTube because not even everybody has Periscope. So I'm going to be deleting this probably the next day or so, but you can always find this on Periscope. So, excuse me, on YouTube in a little bit. So, oh, thanks for the hearts. So, you guys, there is a new product that I'm obsessed with, and it's so different than any other product that I know of on the market. And that's one reason why I love it so much. But because it's so different, you have to handle it a little bit differently. And so I'm just going to share with you some really good tips to use this new eye serum to reduce lines and wrinkles and puffiness and bags and the gray discoloration that we get around here and even in the crow's feet area, and what you can do if you're someone who wears makeup to really make that finish go on super smooth. And I'm just doing this again. I'm kind of redoing this so that everybody can share. And I'm going to Any other questions? When I did this for the Facebook Live private group, I got so many messages and comments. It's been viewed 1,500 times or something in less than a week. And everybody wants to know about the foundation that I use and the primer that I use and all the other things that I'm going to mention on here. So if you want to know about any of those other things so that I in case your message gets buried in a million different Facebook messages, you can see I put this all on a post, which I'm going to post with this video afterward at my blog. Okay, so it's all going to be over there. And if you've never watched any of my Periscopes before, the blog is called ocbeautymom.com. Okay, and I do mom tips and a lot of beauty and makeup. Okay, because it's my favorite thing ever. So I've already done a little bit of eye makeup for you, and then I moisturized with my anti-aging day cream. I did that all over in my neck and my chest. Okay, then and you can get a link to this. If a Nerium person invited you to watch this or sent this to you, ask them for this stuff. But if you're just checking in willy-nilly, or you're a reader of my blog or something, you can go to my blog and order this. This is my favorite sunscreen, and it's by Elta, and this is a very special mineral-based facial sunscreen, okay? And you can get that on my blog too if you want that. And I already put that on as well. Next, I'm going to show you, this is a primer oil, okay? It's really good to put. You do need a moisturizer and a sunscreen. You don't need a primer oil, but I highly recommend, as someone who likes makeup and does a lot of makeup, it helps your makeup go on really dewy and flawless. And so I took about half a dropper. Oh, I'll show you how this works. This is cool. It comes out like a dropper. See that little dropper in there? And you push the button on the top and the oil comes out. So I took about half a dropper's worth, put it in my hand, and I'm just going to take my fingers and gently put it. My hands are very clean. You never want to rub dirty hands all over your face. And I'm so sorry if I'm missing comments and questions. One reason why I'm filming this on Periscope and not just a video on my phone to put on YouTube is so that I can answer questions. Because on the first time that I did this, people had so many questions. So let me just do this. Pay it forward. It's by Smashbox, and you can get a link to it at my blog, okay? So I'm gonna, there you go, there's my oil. Next, I'm gonna use Serum. This is called Age Defying Eye Serum. And this is not a cream, and it's not just like a serum stuff that's gonna like soak into your skin. Oh, hey Kimmy, is that Kimmy? My love, Kimmy, thank you for watching. Okay, so this is, I'm redoing this for the all of Nerium world, Kimmy, because people couldn't share it. So, Kimmy's one of my mentors. I'm obsessed with her. Okay, so this is it. It's Age Defying Eye Serum. And so this is not gonna, I'm using 2 squirts, 1, 2, because you're supposed to do 1 squirt per eye. And I'm gonna go like this. So I have a little bit on each, and then this is how you do it. I like to start it over here, so I don't get a big glop in the middle of the corner of my eye. And I'm gonna go like this. And you don't really rub it in. You just smooth it in a thin layer, and you'll notice, try not to get it like down on your cheeks and stuff, because you don't need it down there. So try and concentrate it where you really need it. And I'm so sorry if I'm missing questions. Don't worry, I promise I'll get them at the end. Okay. Thank you, Kimmy. Kimmy, this is so fun that you're on my Periscope. I didn't even know that you watched Periscope. Okay, so this is wet, and it feels kind of tight. It feels cold, and I can feel it working already. So this is a product that provides instant results. So within a few minutes, like 2 minutes, like crazy results in 2 minutes. By 5 minutes later, you're gonna be like, whoa. And like, especially after 10 minutes, I put a picture on my blog of my grandma after about 4 minutes, and her results are incredible. So it works, but I'm just gonna let it dry. It's cold, it feels tight. And while I let that kind of set for a second, usually I do like, I don't know, my eyebrows or something while I let that go. But here's what you wanna keep in mind. There's a few things that's going to really help you. First of all, when you go in with your makeup, you want to avoid, if you're using this product, you want to avoid concealer like this. Any dry, hard stick, it's not really going to go on very well. And even this guy right here, this is a YSL. This is an amazing product. But if I start swooping this around over top of my Nerium Eye Serum, it just doesn't go on as smooth. Also, if you have just like a little pot concealer, it won't go on as smooth. So what I suggest instead are concealers that look like this, and they have a little wand. And if you got it, you just take some off, wipe it on the back of your hand, and I'll show you how to apply it in just a second. Or if you just have foundation, this is a foundation I used to use all the time. I would just squirt some out on my hand, and I'll show you how to apply. Just make sure it's liquid. There's another really great, I'll suggest one more to you in case you're someone who's kind of in the market for a new concealer. Oh man, I don't know where it is. This brand called Cover FX works really well. And Kat Von D is a really good one too if you need a lot of coverage. But I don't need a lot of coverage because these products have really helped my skin a lot. So I'm just going to go in with regular foundation in just a second. And so here we go. I think this is pretty much dry by now, so this is how you do it. This is a foundation. It's linked on my blog if you want to know what it is, all about it. I'm trying to keep this short. So this is, again, this is just my foundation. I'm only going to do the area under my eye. I'm not going to go do my whole face and blush and all the rest because you guys just don't need to see that right now. So I'm going to take this. I'm not going to rub it really swoopy, but I'm just going to like gently apply this product in like a triangle shape. And this is just like a makeup artist tip. If you have concealer, don't just go like that and say I'm done with my concealer. Okay? You want to make, it's just going to be so much better. It's going to brighten your whole face. So put your concealer, and I'm not pressing very hard. I'm really just letting the product get on my skin. Now, here's the trick. So this is a beauty blender, okay? This one, oh, thank you, Yvonne. This one is wet. So this is how you do a beauty blender. You take, this is a dry one, this is a wet one. Okay, you take the dry beauty blender, put it in the sink like a sponge. It is a sponge. Squeeze out all the water, and then you take a towel and you go like this and you dry it. So now that this is kind of wet, it's not going to absorb a whole lot of my makeup, which is good because I want the makeup to stay on my face, not in my sponge. And this is just going to really, really help get a smooth finish. If you don't have one of these, you can use a drugstore makeup sponge, okay? This one is dry, this one is wet. This is a makeup artist tip. Don't just go on with your dry one. It's not going to be very good. This one looks, I used this the other day, but it was wet, but it shrunk, and now it's dry. So you can see the difference. Do the same thing with this. Thank you, Kimmy. Do the same thing with this. Get it wet, squeeze it out, take a towel, dry it as best you can, but it's still wet, okay? And so I'll show you how to do both of them. Also, something to avoid, this is really important. When you have this eye serum on, it literally forms a coat. It fills in the lines, it causes it to be very smooth, and it starts to smooth out any wrinkles and stuff. And so you don't want to start taking something like a brush. This is a great, amazing brush. This is an end that people use for concealer in small areas, but if I took a brush like this and I started going swoopy all over, it would start to like almost scrape off or peel off this amazing product that's not only giving me results right this very second, but it's gonna work all day to give me long-term results. And I put this on at night too, by the way. So I have like 24/7, I have a product on my eyes that's, that's working for me, right? And so, I just wanted to share with you, avoid brushes and avoid rubbing. Okay, do not rub this off and do not take a brush and go like this, or you're not gonna be really happy with the way that it looks. So, but you just have to know, take a little sponge. I'll show you with the Beauty Blender first. Oh, hey Lisa. This is called stippling, when you're just kind of like pressing. And you just literally use the Beauty Blender to press it. This is one reason why I love the Beauty Blender so much. It fits really good up in here. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. I'm gonna post this onto my Facebook, and of course it'll be up on the blog as well. So if I have any more Nerium family watching this, you'll be able to share this with your teams, and I really hope it's helpful for you, okay? So there's that. And it does look a little funny right now because I don't have any other makeup on my skin anywhere else. But, so did you see how I didn't like take this thing and start rubbing it? I didn't take the brush, I didn't take the applicator, I didn't take anything. And so I'm just gently pressing the product into the area, and into all these little lines are kind of filled in, and really brightening up the whole like middle of my face. I'll show you now how to use it with a drugstore sponge, which I don't recommend, but it's better than nothing. Okay, I really recommend investing in a Beauty Blender if you can, but at a minimum, get yourself some eye serum because you'll be so happy with the product. I'm starting on the edge, and it's a little harder to work with when you get into this inner part of your eye, but it works okay. And so I'm gonna take this and put with the makeup and just gently press it into the area. And depending on the makeup that you're using, you know, you may need a little bit more coverage, you may need a little bit less coverage, but I have actually heard from a lot of people that they just have stopped even having to wear like under eye makeup. But I love makeup, and so I'm not a person, I just love to wear makeup. Like I would never, I mean, I go out without makeup all the time, but I mean, I'm just not a person who would be like, I don't have to wear makeup because I want to wear makeup because I think it's really fun. But if you're someone who's like, man, I just wish I didn't have to wear makeup, this product will blow your mind. Like you will see with this eye serum, you will see that that you will not need nearly as much makeup as you're used to wearing. And if you're someone who wears makeup just because you want to cover and super minimal, but you feel like you have to, I'm someone who wears makeup for fun, right? Because I love it, and I love art, and I love all this stuff. But if you're someone who's like, oh, makeup's just never been my thing, but I feel like I have to wear it, you get yourself some of this. You're like, I have so many stories. People are like, I don't even wear makeup under my eyes anymore. It's awesome. So, oh, thank you for sharing, Kimmy. All right, guys, that's it. I'm gonna try and make this really short. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup, even though it's like already afternoon. But I have a few errands to run, and I wanted to do this anyway. So, but can you see, like, who has questions now? Who has questions about this? Remember, don't rub it around. Let it set. I really like using that primer for face makeup in general first. Don't forget your sunscreen. Don't forget a moisturizer. Use an anti-aging one if you can. And I think that's pretty much it. If you guys don't have any questions, I'm sure I'll be getting some on the blog or on Facebook, so you guys can find me on there. And please share this with your teams or your customers. Or if anybody you know would like a product like this, of course, you can let me know as well. All right, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Yvonne. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.